What is going on, my friends? Today I'm showing you my brand new Pro-Am build. Probably not the most popular game mode on the channel. Definitely won't be the most popular build on the channel. But I'm gonna be honest with you, ranked Pro-Am's getting a bit boring. It's no different than Rec for the most part. I want to just face a challenge, see how good I really have gotten at guard in the last 2 years. I've really only cared about playing guard the last 2 years. Did a tournament last year, went 2-2 in it. This year we're undefeated in the new league that we're in, looking to join a few more possibly. So in order for me to just be all the way invested into these new leagues that we'll be joining, I need a new build. So that's what I'm bringing you today. Brand new build. I just recently hit vet 2. There's going to be a lot of gameplay coming in on my other builds with the vet 2 applied to the builds, and this is the first build that I'm going to be making this year that is centered around the vet 2 5 extra cap breakers. So I am making this build designed to have 14 cap breakers at some point. 13 right now at my disposal. By the time I get to level 40 in the season, I'm gonna have 14 cap breakers. So let's go over that build today. This is a lot of fun. I'm changing some things up with my game style, my gameplay. I'm trying my best to learn Patty Mills base. If you guys are new to the channel, you will learn that I'm absolutely atrocious with the Patty Mills base. But in these tournaments, these competitive games where money's on the line, I got to get the shot off as quickly as I can. So I am going to learn Patty Mills. It's just you just kind of have to. It's really not breaking news, but you just kind of have to. But anyways, 86 speed, 82 agility, 84 strength, 78 vertical. Everything will make sense once I start upgrading the build. Let's talk about the finishing first. I'm a point guard, so just so everyone knows, our game plan for our team is we play just a straight man. We really don't switch anything, to be honest with you, especially me. I'm gonna be standing in the corner every single time down the court unless something changes. So I'm just locked in on the corner. So being a point guard in Pro-Am in league play, I definitely need to focus on being as good as I possibly can be offensively. And I feel like I've accomplished that with this build. So we're gonna up the dunk all the way to an 89. You get 3 different contact packages with this dunk. 2 with the 2 foot, I think at an 87, 86 dunk, 75 vert, and then the last one being off 1, 89 driving dunk, 78 vert. I just want to be able to dunk, you know, even when it may feel like I can't. So that's why that's there. I really didn't feel the need to upgrade my midi more. That's really what it came down to, was trying my best to get to like a 90 plus midi, you know, or an 89 dunk. I feel like I'd be more beneficial with the 89 dunk. With the pure green window in the mid-range, you know, I'm going to talk more about that when we get there, but you just don't really need that much midi this year. With the pure green window at 85, so that's why I went with the 89 dunk. Zach LaVine dunk, Devin Booker dunk, Malik Monk dunk, and the packages and the contact packages is why I did that. Eventually we will have a 77 layup. This is helpful because you get the layup mix master. I'm 1 away from float game, which I wish I probably should have gotten, but I'm not looking to take layups. I'm looking to dunk. 40 standing dunk. The dunk package you get at 45 is one hand. I don't like that dunk package at all. I get blocked more times than not. So I'm going to go up with safety, with caution, with the 2 hand. You get that at 40. So anyone that has a guard that upgrades their standing dunk, I would just go up to 40 instead of 45. I've really spent a lot of time trying to upgrade this build, trying to design this build in a way that makes sense for me. So I took a lot of time making this build, so that's what makes sense for me. Very typical here. 94 3, 85 midi, 99 free throw, 5 cap breakers on the 3. Every single badge will be on legend. This is the meta. This is nothing new. It's not exciting. It's not groundbreaking. It's not any different than any guard in NBA 2K25, and that's okay. It's a lot of fun using this build. Like I said, Patty Mills base, Oscar Robertson upper, release Q point, visual Q point. So I like it. I mean, 99.3 is a necessity at point guard in Pro-Am, so that's why I went with that there. the pure green window here. As we start like getting further and further into the game, I'm designing this build to never make another point guard build this year for Pro-Am. So each season that goes by, I will be probably adding my cap breakers to the mid-range. That just makes sense. So, you know, at some point, maybe I get to a 90 mid-range. That would be pretty cool. That would make this build probably the best build I've ever made for competitive play. But yeah, the 85 midi is more than enough for me to get my shot off and to make it at a consistently high rate. So very happy about that. Very happy about that. This is where a lot of my cap breakers are coming into effect. For the playmaking, I'm going to have an 89 pass right here. I'm going to have a 92 ball handle and then a 90 speed with ball. This is where all of the rest of our cap breakers are coming in. I'm using 3 here. So the Tyrese Halliburton pass style you get at 89, but I need the badges. So I got bailout on silver now on this build. We're going to keep that there. Break starter, I'm not gonna have on anything, but dimer I'm gonna have on Hoff. So Hoff, dimer, bailout silver, badge +1 the Hoff dimer to legend, and now you got legend dimer. So very, very happy about that. I've always wanted 92 pass ever since I started actually playing Pro-Am and understanding like what works and what doesn't. This just gives my teammates a better chance to make a shot. And the way that dimer works, if you pass it to your teammate and he takes a couple of dribbles, if it counts as an assist, like 80% of the time you're going to get dimer activated. So my shooting guard takes a lot of middies. I pass it down low to my center a lot, obviously kick it out to the lock in the back end quite a bit. I mean, very smooth pass there. With the 97 ball handle, 92, excuse me, 5 cap breakers there. So we got 5, 8, 13, or no, excuse me. Yeah, 5, 8, 13 cap breakers being used here. I'm going to use 4 here off the rip. So I'm going to have all of these badges on Hall of Fame. You can see the strong handle. We get that because of the 84 strength. Unpluckable, we're going to have on Hall of Fame. And we're going to have ankle assassin all on Hall of Fame. I'm putting 4 cap breakers on this to start. Once I hit level 40, I will put my next one on this to have 97 handle. That's to have the handles for days on legend. Having that badge on legend without using a badge +1 is pretty broken. I can just dribble. You feel me? Pump the air out of the ball. Definitely not fun to watch, probably, I'm sure. Just dribbling around. I'm like Prime's James Harden, just dribbling the ball for the most part, but I'm getting buckets like Prime's James Harden, hopefully. That's the goal, at least. But yeah, I'm going to put 4 on it to start, just because having all these on Hoff really is fine. I don't think you need to go above 96, but for me, I usually put my badge +1 on handles for days, to be quite honest with you, so I thought, why not? I wasn't really too sure what else to put the attribute points on that makes sense. So I was like, you know what, let's just get legend handles for days. We'll put 1 right away on lightning launch, obviously for Hall of Fame here. I mean, there's nothing really to talk about there. You have to, as a guard, you have to at least have 91 speed with ball as a point guard. Someone that's going to have the ball in your hands all the time, probably 65+% of the time. And that number just goes up, you know, the better that I'm playing. So it just makes sense to have 91 speed with ball. I really wanted 94, to be honest with you. It was either 94 speed with ball, 90+ mid-range, or the 89 dunk. And I went with the 89 dunk because I'll explain why here in a second with the strength. I wanted 84 strength. So, but yeah, eventually by the end of the season, I'm going to have 92 pass, 97 ball handle, 91 speed with ball. So that's awesome there. The defense is not great, but I think it's good enough. I'm going to post rec gameplay at some point with this build just to show, like, when I'm playing by myself, like no help at all, this build's not that bad on defense if you know what you're doing. In Pro-Am, obviously, I have a back end. I have a shooting guard on my team with 95 perimeter, and a lock on my team with 99, 99, high 90 speed, and a center. So it's like, I'm probably the 4th or 5th best defender on the team. So me standing in the corner is not going to be very recognizable. if that's even a word. Perimeter is going to be at 74. This is why that strength comes into play. Immovable enforcer does help me around the rim. Let me be very clear on this badge. It helps me around the rim. A lot of people on my last lock video, I only have a 71 strength on my 6'6". I'm going to have silver immovable on that build, and I think that that's plenty. So having that on this build is going to help me a lot defend inside for the rare situations where the back end does get heavily involved in the other team's offense. You know, this is going to help me a lot. 74 perimeter helps me get through screens. I get that at 73. Might as well go up to get the on-ball menace on bronze, just to get better animations for my little self. But yeah, this is why that 84 strength is huge, is because of the immovable. Maybe there's a time where my teammates don't need, I mean, they don't need Legend Dimer, but in a rare circumstance where I might experiment, you know, if I'm getting exposed on the backside a lot, pause, I might put a movable on gold to really stop the guys from backdooring on me. That might come into effect, maybe. I highly doubt it, but if it does, I have that flexibility, so that helps me a lot. Steel, we're going to have it at 73. This is the threshold for interceptor on silver. Again, I have to have interceptor. I've had plenty of games in random rec recently where I have 5 steals with the 73 steel. If you know what you're doing, knowing how to play lanes and everything like that, you can get a lot of steals with this. My other build had 94 steel, and to be honest with you, I don't think that that was worth it, especially on this build, just because I have a 6'3" wingspan. It's just bad. It's just bad. Last but not least, we're going to max out the block. We have one more attribute point to add. That's going to be on standing dunk. I'm getting blocks with this build, boys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm getting blocks. I'm getting good contests. This build feels good. There's nothing really much to talk about the build. It's very black and white with this build. I'm out there to get buckets, get my teammates involved, and not give up backdoors on defense. So I'm a 3-level scoring playmaker. I went through why I did the things that I did. I went through all my cap breakers, all 14 of them. Obviously waiting for that 14th one by the end of the season. Let me know what you think about this build below. I understand this is my pro-am build, so this is probably not a build that people will be making, but you know, I feel like I'm leaving you guys out if I post gameplay with a new build and I didn't talk about it before. So you guys watched this video to see that. I appreciate the love and support. Just hit 2,000 subs, on the road to 3,000. It's going to be a long one, but it's going to be an exciting one. So sub up and join me on the journey. I appreciate the love and support as always. Goodbye. Peace.